Good morning, happy summer. Welcome to the Golden Triangle 5, your 5-minute local update for Tavares, Eustis, and Mount Dora, Florida. I am J.R. Cox, your summer solstice introducer.
And I am Kayla Cox, and we are realtors of the Vanjie Berry Signature Realty Vanjie Berry Signature Realty, which is located at the corner of Kurt and Artis in Eustis.
That's right.
Wow.
You can.
Rough start today.
Yeah, it's a hard summer. You can also find us online at thejrcoxgroup.com or on your favorite social media site. Do they call them social media websites?
I don't know. Providers? I don't know.
I think if you say social media website, you sound old.
Yeah. Social media app?
Network.
Network. Yeah, there we go.
Network. Well, onward and upwards.
Yes. So tonight, we have there's an event going on at Fish Camp Lake Eustis. That's the new restaurant on Lake Eustis.
Right.
And it's called We Care Wing Wednesday. And get this, all you can eat buffalo wings for $13.99. And they're going to donate $1 of that to the Boys and Girls Club of America, which, their goal is to make all the young people in their program responsible, caring adults, productive adults. So it's a great cause, and that's a great deal. I mean, I could put away the wings. They would lose money on me, basically.
But the Boy Scouts will still win.
Not the Boy Scouts.
Oh, sorry, the Boys and Girls Club. Sorry. The Boys and Girls Club will still win.
Yes, they would still win.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're really good. I've not tried their buffalo wings there, but everything else we've ever tried there is really good. And they've got some new sauces too, so go and check them out. Yeah.
Very good. Well, the weather today in the afternoon will be stormy. Yesterday there was up until 6 o'clock no rain, I think, and then finally after dinner we realized that it had rained just a little bit, but not for very long. So that was a nice reprieve from the rain.
Yeah.
But it's good to see the grass green and the water levels rising.
Yes,
so that's
nice.
But prepare for rain.
Yes. Okay. As always. All right. So now let's do the Golden Triangle Real Estate Minute. Over the past 24 hours, we saw 6 homes go listed for sale. 6 more went under contract, and then 5 were actually sold. So again, that seller's
cancel
market.
Out. Yeah.
Well, more so.
Yeah,
than that.
More so.
Yeah, like we've got like half the number of homes coming on as are leaving the past 24 hours. So again, bad for buyers, but great for sellers. So if you're interested in selling your home, now's probably a good time.
Yes, if you want to move.
Yeah, well, right. Yeah, you wouldn't just randomly want to sell your house. We would not advise that.
So the real estate question of the day is a question that is asked by buyers a lot of times when they're looking at a house. What are the average utility bills? Mm-hmm. And it's a good question because you want to know,
right.
Is there a problem with the house?
Right. Or if you're moving into a much bigger house,
right,
you might think, oh, the bills are going to be a ton higher than what I'm used to paying.
Yeah. But sometimes, actually, bigger houses are better insulated, and the bills are not much bigger.
Surprisingly, sometimes lower. I remember we were living in a smaller place one time, and a seller had told you what their average utility bills were for like a house that was 3 times the size of what we were living in, and it was, so that was surprising. It was a lot lower.
I guess the house we were in had some leaks.
Yes, maybe. It was an older house.
Yeah.
So again, that's probably why. Older houses probably aren't going to have as good of an insulation job done.
And so the answer to the question is it really depends. If you're moving into a house and the person that lived there before you is there all day long with their kids, they homeschool, they work from home.
Like us.
And you work outside of the home and nobody's at home during the day, your utility bills are going to be different than theirs.
Sure.
And vice versa.
And it depends, too, if you're like a person that keeps it cranked down in the summertime to try to make it like 68 degrees or something versus if you're somebody like us who keeps it around 75.
That's right. So it's all going to differ, but what the question can reveal is if there's a major issue.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And sometimes water bills can be a bit higher. It depends on your locale, like how, like Tavares is kind of known for having a higher water bill, but Mount Dora, there are those variances. So it's good to be aware of that.
Yeah.
It's a good question to ask so that you don't have sticker shock when you get that first utility bill.
Right.
All right, so thank you for joining us on the Golden Triangle 5, your 5-minute local update for Tavares, Eustis, and Mount Dora, Florida. If you have more questions about the local real estate market, leave us a comment below.
Have a good summer.
We'll be back tomorrow.